what's available in the final day of action here at the Austrian Darts Open at the Multiversum in Vienna. Of the games this evening, there were two-seeded players I thought were vulnerable. But I was spectacularly wrong on the first one. That was Simon Whitlock, who rattled off a 6-1 win against a struggling Vincent van der Voort, it has to be said. All sorts of back problems for Vincent, it looked like. And he's crashed out of the tournament at the second round stage. The other one I thought looked vulnerable was Jelle Klaasen, only just coming back from surgery on his wrist, a problem that has plagued him for a number of months now. But despite that, he produced an incredible run of results on the European Tour, making at least the semi-finals of 5 events consecutively. Now he's gone for surgery and is hoping that he can return to that kind of form on the European stage. But he is up against the hottest new property in PDC darts, the sensational Rob Cross, the man from Sussex who has had a dream start in his first year on the PDC Tour. It is Klaasen versus Cross for a place in the third round. Michael Smith awaits the winner of it. I'm Dan Dawson and Paul Nicholson alongside.
Ladies and gentlemen, first leg is Rob to throw first. Game on!
Yeah, very much looking forward to this game. Uncharacteristically, you've got Jelle Klaasen as the man in black.
Has he forgotten his dart shirt? What's going on?
It's not like him to not wear it. Maybe it's a strategy because it's very hot.
140.
Find out very soon if it works. Nothing wrong with the wrist on the first shot for Jelle Klaasen.
No,
looked pretty good to me.
100.
Already stolen the darts in this opening leg. Jelle Klaasen, they look like his new darts. Very similar to the old one. Same shape, just slightly different design to how the grips worked into the barrel.
Not as bling either.
No, not quite as bling.
22.
Well, Rob Cross has had visits of 30 and 22 in his first 3 visits to the board. That wasn't on the script.
140.
A very slow start against Andy Jenkins yesterday, but he came good.
He did. He was struggling against Jenks, but being broken and going 4-2 down, he just kicked into gear and found another level.
Treble 17 would have left arguably his favourite double on the board.
47.
Something that a couple of years ago he was using an awful lot. Now he's cooled down a bit on leaving it as much.
Yeah, double 18 was always his go-to double, wasn't it? He's consciously made the decision to move to tops.
Game shot on the first leg.
And a 13 darter to break the throw and go 1-0 for Jelle Klaasen. It may well be that the last week or two, Jelle Klaasen, he has been scaling up his practice regime. After he had his surgery, he was told, you've got to take it steady. And so he was doing 20 minutes and then having a 10-minute rest. And he's been able to work up to an extra 10 minutes and then having a rest. And he's been trying to just build and build and build. And maybe he's taken some big strides over the last week or so, where he is able to practice as he wants to.
96.
And we've seen over the last couple of years, really, that Jelle Klaasen has the ability to go and win PDC titles. That's what he's done. Still searching for a Euro Tour title, but my word, he's come close.
Best player not to win one.
Certainly a guy who's been threatening to do it and has been closer than most.
There's a few protagonists right now, isn't Ian White, who was eliminated earlier this evening by Martin Schindler. Joe Cullen, Daryl Gurney. These are the guys who are looking to step up and take the £25,000 winner's check.
Yeah. Well, Benito van der Pas, of course, 2-time finalist on
128.
the Euro Tour and
Absolutely.
missing darts for a title in one of those finals. But Rob Cross, treble 20 for Bull. There's some
76.
loose darts from Rob
92.
Cross, uncharacteristically so. Oh, nothing loose about that.
Doit on the second leg. Jelle Klaasen.
Very good indeed.
Throw first. Game on.
What's more, a lot of people there would have gone bullseye first. He used the School of Barneveld way to back yourself to hit the treble. He backed himself and he executed the double with a beautiful double 16.
Oh, an ideal start for the Cobra, former Lakeside World Champion.
Got a theory as to why Jelle Klaasen is not wearing his dart shirt tonight. Maybe he's got new ones on the way. And he's just teasing himself.
Wow. And he's saving it for the final. No stranger to Euro Tour finals. Made the final of the German Darts Masters. Semi-final of the German Open. Semi-final of the European Darts Grand Prix. It's only sort of Gibraltar and last time out in Hamburg where it's gone wrong for him and he's gone out in the second round.
Well, he has been scuppered in the past by people with no hair.
Yes.
41.
He'll be hoping it's not Rob Cross doing that tonight.
Yeah, it's Michael van Gerwen has so often been the downfall for Jelle Klaasen on the European Tour, and so often Michael van Gerwen seems to put in his most focused and best display of the weekend when he goes up against Jelle Klaasen. Jelle's just going to have to find a way of winning these. I mean, they made a final back end last year. It was Alan Norris who he came up against. He was actually leading in that final before Norris turned it around. But double 16 for Rob Cross to get a leg on the board. Double 8 then.
40. Jelle require 130.
Missed a lot of doubles early on against Andy Jenkins yesterday, didn't he?
On occasion, I've seen Jelle Klaasen go for treble 11 and treble 14 here, because it's a big target. 33 leaves 100, 42 leaves 91.
93.
I'm surprised he didn't do it. There's a lot of logic behind it. Double 4 for Cross. Double 2. More missed doubles and more opportunities for the number 6 seed.
Game shot on the third
And
leg.
tops works again for him. It's a third leg for Jelle Klaasen, a second break of throw. And Andy Jenkins was... I mean, he wasn't fortunate. He earned
45.
the position he got yesterday, making the best of a poor start from Rob Cross. When Rob Cross upped his level, Jenks couldn't quite match it. The problem Rob Cross is having here against Jelle Klaasen in this kind of mood, even if Rob Cross does up his level, Jelle looks like he might be able to stay with him and maybe even surpass him, because there's another top 40 for Jelle Klaasen. And this is going absolutely according to plan for the Cobra.
He's playing well.
42.
He's got a cheer squad with him. Someone who was rather famous in the Netherlands, Michaela Krajicek. And you may think,
33.
everyone at home, I know that surname. Yes, she is related to the great Richard Krajicek, the tennis player. And she's a very good tennis player herself.
Have we any idea why she's here cheering on Jelle Klaasen?
26.
I believe she's very good friends with Jelle's good lady, Nanka.
Oh.
140
for Jelle Klaasen, and he is dominating. Now, they have met once before. Obviously, Rob Cross hasn't got lots and lots of head-to-head meetings with players. He's not been around that long, but they have met once. When Rob Cross won that one, he won it in the UK Open qualifiers. He won it 6-2. He actually, that was in a quarter-final. It was the first big run that Rob Cross had, having won his tour card. And it suggested to us, hang on, this lad who's just won the Challenge Tour, he could be a player here. Even then, we didn't know how good a player and the success he would go on to achieve. 100's not going for Jelle, but a single 20 will leave him tops. And he's already hit it a couple of times. Rob Cross has beaten 17 of the world's top 20 already in his opening few months as a PDC pro. Jelle Klaasen included with that 6-2 victory. But right now, it looks as if Jelle is going to get revenge. Because that's 4-0, and Klaasen is not missing double top.
to throw first. Game on.
Question, Dan, who are the 3 that he hasn't beaten in the top 20?
The top 3. Peter Wright, Gary Anderson, and Michael van Gerwen.
There is a lot of logic behind that.
85.
Still, it's not bad. I mean,
It's not bad. Not bad.
59.
Rob Cross, his last 5 tournaments, 3 semi-finals, a quarter-final, a victory, and only losing to the eventual winner in the tournaments where he was beaten. It is
57.
I mean, purple patch doesn't even do it justice. It is a magical run of form for Rob Cross. But
95.
This is a 76 average Rob Cross, and that is a Rob Cross I don't think I've seen before.
The ups and downs of professional darts, ladies and gentlemen. It happens, and you have to take it on the chin. Checkered percentage from Klaasen is, well, for the want of a better phrase, it's world class.
108.
And that's a second maximum. For Jelle Klaasen, it's enough to get him down to a finish, and Rob Cross needs to find a treble. He's got one. 77 scored.
95.
Yeah, does leave himself finished. Didn't want to be on a bogey number there. But still advantage Jelle in this leg.
100. Rob, you require 164.
Definitely advantage Jelle Klaasen, unless Rob Cross can find 3 bits of brilliance. 60 in bull. Bullseye to raise the roof.
139.
And a wry smile, as if to say, it might not be my day. And Klaasen can go 5-0 up here. 18 for tops for 5-0. Oh, he loves tops today. Nothing wrong with the wrist.
5-0 and deadly on tops. I'll hold my hands up. I've questioned whether Jelle Klaasen is making a wise decision in moving away from double 18, because it's been so good to him. It's been so reliable. And having a double upon which you can depend like that in pressure situations has got to be an incredible thing to...
140.
An incredible crutch in high-pressure games. But look at the way he's hit tops today. It's been absolutely spectacular.
80.
Spectacular bouncer.
Do you know what, though? With Jelle Klaasen, one of the things that we have to tip our hat to him for is that he's not afraid to make tough decisions about his game. He's made huge changes.
41.
And I think he lives by one saying, and that is adapt or perish. You either adapt to get better, which is what he did, or you perish
80.
and you're forgotten. And he does not want to be forgotten.
No, Jelle Klaasen rebuilt his throw entirely. He said that when I said I was doing it, people told me, people in the game, his advisors, and they said he was crazy to do
100.
it. It was madness, you know. You're still top player. You've been competing for a number of years. Former world champion. He said, no, I need to do this. If I'm going to take the next step and be better,
60.
I need to change something. Rebuilt his throw. Took a long while for him to get used to it. But it obviously has made him a better player. He came back and he started winning things again and going deep into PDC tournaments, which he hadn't been doing for quite some time. And again, here, he's taking the tough decision to go and get this surgery done.
140.
At a time in the middle of the season when he could have battled on, potentially. Maybe waited till August in the World Series, but no, he needed to get it done. Rob Cross needs this to stay alive.
69.
Going the old Mervyn King route for the 80, but I don't know what, it doesn't really matter what route he's gone, because Jelle Klaasen isn't missing double top. And Rob Cross, the sensation of PDC darts in 2017, has just been given an absolute high